with AEW possibly making a third major signing and CM Punk potentially debuting tonight on Rampage. This is Wrestling Hub. My name is John and you're watching the Wrestling Report for August 20th. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. During a recent ref and rant, former WWE referee Jimmy Korderas addressed AEW fans that continue to attack him for giving constructive criticism. This negative feedback I get, like when I critique WWE, they're like, yeah, but when I critique something in AEW, everybody loses their ever-loving minds. We can't be like this. I don't do this to throw people under the bus or to bury anything. I do it because I want the business to be better overall. To prove he's not against AEW, Korderas can be seen wearing an Orange Cassidy t-shirt, as he is sure to continue these videos. When it comes to WWE's relationship with Full Sail University for hosting NXT, the Wrestling Observer has noted NXT is taping at least over the next month ahead of time with the time off to upgrade the Performance Center. The relationship with Full Sail University is over, and this is now the long-term home of the show. Apparently, students of Full Sail could work on NXT TV tapings, which allowed them to gain real-world experience and even receive jobs from WWE. While it's been rumored that Jon Moxley could face Hiroshi Tanahashi at the AEW All Out pay-per-view for the IWGP US title, the Observer has said it could be cancelled. The reason Moxley went hard on Tanahashi in his promos a few weeks ago and never mentioned his name in this week's promo while mentioning a ton of other names is because the match was supposed to be imminent, and that is no longer the case. Basically, things changed from the New Japan side and the match will probably happen, but just not yet. Most likely the idea would be for a Moxley win, and right now New Japan didn't want Tanahashi to lose based on whatever it is they have planned for the US title. With fans waiting for the likes of CM Punk and Daniel Bryan to debut for AEW, the Observer noted there could be a third major signing in the works. It's still possible an agreement for release would include a time frame before Ric Flair could go to AEW, but wouldn't apply to Mexico and AAA. But sources close to the promotion that would be alerted to such things also noted a new major AEW acquisition incoming on the heels of the deals for Punk and Danielson. While NXT will be looking to hire wrestlers that are not short and under 30 per reports, Triple H told media what it takes for him to consider someone to have the it factor. People use that term it factor, X factor, charisma. It's hard to put your finger on what it is. Sometimes I feel like for women, there's this emphasis on, oh man, she looked like $1 million when she walked in here. They're dressed a certain way, makeup is a certain way, hair is a certain way, doing all those things. It's important. At the end of the day though, it's more personality to me. I don't care if somebody doesn't have the money and they don't wear makeup. I mean, present yourself well, but you don't have to have a high dollar hair extension and a bunch of makeup and do all these other things and high dollar clothes to come in here and go, oh yeah, they've got me. To me, it almost has nothing to do with it. It's personality. It's how they engage with you. It's how they connect with you. Do they make you feel something when they're working? What's the connection that you have with these people? Do you feel something for them? Do they engage you in some manner? Some people you don't see that when they're here. Sometimes the red light goes on and they got it, boom. I'm sure you've heard people say the camera loves them. Yeah, they take great pictures. I've seen that a lot too. When you get to a tryout, you're like, this person looks great. Then they get there and you're like, when do they get in? It's not the same person. In person, it doesn't resonate. On camera, it does. There's factors that, but it's not an image thing. That'll fade. I feel like that's part of the process of the 2-day journey, on the 3-day journey, or the 4-day journey, depending on the tryout style that we're doing. Brock Lesnar is not under WWE contract and we're not sure when he'll be seen in the company again. His advocate Paul Heyman has been working with Roman Reigns as the tribal chief took a shot at Lesnar's ponytail talking to Ariel Helwani. Man, I don't even know. It's hard to speak on Brock. Nobody knows what he is doing. The last I saw, he was like butchering cows with a Viking ponytail. So probably Rock at this point. Brock seems like he is out getting his Viking on, so I don't know, man. I haven't heard anything about Brock in a long time, so I would just have to say The Rock. Asuka has not been seen on TV, with the Observer giving fans an update on her status. For those asking about Asuka, she is fine. She's just not being used for anything right now. She was at the Raw tapings early but left early since she wasn't being used. Thankfully, she does not seem to be injured or ill, as we hope the former Raw Women's Champion can return to in-ring action soon. With his expected AEW debut, CM Punk posted a photo on Instagram of himself outside with the caption, "Bro, OMG, no way." While Tony Khan promised the biggest announcement in AEW history tonight, it's unknown if Punk will be making an appearance. All of this led to Happy CM Punk Day trending on social media. With an expected debut for AEW Rampage tonight, Paul Wight has added fuel to that fire, telling Sports Nation, "There's an opportunity for someone to make an appearance on Rampage here at AEW that will literally knock the wrestling world on its keister. This is one of the biggest, I think, anticipated events that I can remember in a long time." I mean, I was trying to think about it today. Like, what does it compare to? Does it compare to Hulk Hogan going to WCW? Does it compare to the NWO? Stone Cold Steve Austin and the glass breaking with Austin 316? When it comes to fans chanting for Becky Lynch during Charlotte Flair's matches, the Queen told the LA Times, "Given her history, and it's been 2 years since our feud, everything happened when she turned on me at SummerSlam a couple of years ago. So I think it's natural for fans to do that, and it doesn't make sense to do it to anyone else. I like it because it allows me to play back with them, and I realize if they aren't reacting at all, that's bad. It gives me a chance to play and have a cheeky line." Flair will be challenging for the Raw Women's title against the champion Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match at SummerSlam this Saturday, where Becky is expected to be in attendance. After taking over half a year off, Keith Lee is back wrestling in WWE but has not been used on TV in the last few weeks. PW Insider said Lee has been spotted in Phoenix, so it appears he'll be doing another dark match tonight. Lee is apparently being kept off TV until the company can figure out a way to implement him into programming, with him also possibly suffering from heart inflammation due to his battle with COVID-19. And this was your Pro Wrestling News Update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.